All right, so we are live on everything now. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry we got in a little bit late. Drivers meeting went a little bit longer. Welcome to II Racing. What's up? What's up, Mexican dude? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on, let me make sure that's working. All right, so everything is working now. Let's go ahead and get ready for tonight's event as we are in practice. There's Robert Tucker pulling off, currently sixth quickest. Brett Caudill at the top of the charts, and Will Hanger pulling back out on the track. Oh, that'll get me copyrighted. Jeez. All right, so Will Hanger has taken both wins of the series so far. Will anybody be able to stop him here at Lincoln as we get ready to get into heat race number 1? It is random draw. It is going to be top 5 going into tonight's feature out of each heat race. So let's get ready for heat race number 1. See, I wouldn't on TikTok, but I definitely will on everything else. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for tonight's heat race number 1. Tonight's starting lineup, it's going to be Robert Tucker starting on the pole with Gavin in a second. Going to be Grayson in that number 3 spot. Josh Smith in 4th. Zachary Mitzner in that number 5 position. Landon Moody in 6th. Clifford Driscoll in 7th. Going to be Hunter McManus in that number 8 spot. And Bard Allman in the number 9 position. Bard, Bad, or Brad, whatever you want to call him. They ain't going to catch me, right? All right, get ready for heat race number 1. They're going to pull off the starting grid. If this is your first time here, just so you guys know, all starts are on green. Restarts will be on leader. So this first start, we're going to see on that green flag. Could be a huge advantage to the car on the top side of the tracks. So it's going to be awfully interesting to see what happens. Clint says, good luck 3D racing. All right, let's see if we get that one to go this time by. Pace Truck is leading the way. Yeah, we are going green next time by. Let me go ahead and turn those car sounds up. All right, we need to heal that rumble just a little bit as Robert Tucker and Gavin lead him to the green flag this time by Lincoln Speedway. I love the track, but it is technical. It will be tough on these guys here tonight. They got to stay out of the wall and stay out of each other, especially in turn number 1. I don't know why that just did that, but we're going to go ahead and fix that. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's going to be all Robert out front into 1 and 2. Yes, I know it froze. That's because I was enlarging the image. As they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Robert leading lap number 1. Robert going to lead the way. Josh Smith up to 2nd. Grayson in that number 3 spot. Landon Moody 4th. And Zachary Mitzner in that final transfer spot as they head into 3 and 4. He gets in the back of Moody. Big stack up 3 wide for 4th out of turn number 4. Gave Moody the pump. Moody up the track. He's back in that number 6 spot. Has to race back out on the outside. Driscoll down low in the final transfer spot as they head through 3 and 4. Not a lot going up at the front as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Going to be single file forward now as Moody tries to roll the high side. Driscoll swatches up a little bit. Contact behind Driscoll. That's going to give him a little bit of room. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's all Robert Tucker out front. Battle's going to be for the pole right now in the Consi as we got Hunter McManus and Landon Moody side by side for that number 6 spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 by 2. Oh, Hunter got tight. Almost into Moody. Moody's going to grab 6. 5 laps complete, 5 laps to go. Can Moody get himself into a transfer spot? Down the back straightaway, single file for the lead or for the field as Robert Tucker leads the field in that number 17. So Tucker going to lead the field. Josh Smith in second. Grayson in third. Mitzner in fourth. As Driscoll's going to get up underneath them down the back straightaway. That's what Moody needs as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Driscoll on the move, catfishing that bottom side. He's got the bottom side rolling. He's going to move to the top in 1 and 2. There goes Mitzner up the track. Moody's now back up in the battle. Battle just ahead of him is Grayson putting the pressure on Josh Smith as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the back front straightaway. Oh, Grayson in the back of Smith. Smith keeps it straight. Here comes Moody trying to become a part of the battle as we got a big battle for the number 2 spot. Here comes Grayson to the outside. Grayson going to try to dig to the outside out of turn number 4. Give the number 2 spot to Grayson as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Here comes Moody trying to race his way in. He's in now. Here comes Driscoll back to the outside. Drag race down the back straightaway. Battle just ahead of these guys at 17. Hits the wall. Oh, Moody gets caught up, and it's going to be Brad Allman stealing that final transfer spot. I am not doing any hosted tonight. It's going to be Tucker, Young, Smith, Driscoll, and Brad going to the feature here tonight. What a finish here in heat race number 1. Man, Zachary Mitzner gets the wall in turn number 3 and 4 and checks up the field, takes Moody with him, and Brad Allman steals that final transfer spot coming to the checkered. What a finish there tonight. Wow, that could be it. I'd be happy. That was great. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole here tonight, it is going to be the number 96 of, how do I say that? Jacob Marshallette. Am I saying that right? It's going to be Colton Snyder in that number 2 spot with Dylan McKee in third. Going to be Brett Caudill in that number 4 position. Will Hanger in 5th. Thaddeus Marshall in 6th. Justin Norwood going to be in that number 7 spot. Zach in 8th. Nick King in that number 9 position. Top 5 going to transfer through as they come down the back straightaway. Should get 1 to go this time by. As they are stacked up 2 by 2. We're going to look for the green flag this time by. Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there as these guys come out of turn number 4. They're going to get the 1 to go at the line. Jacob and Snyder are going to lead them to the green flag this time by. Ooh, I just got a frame drop. Got another frame drop. I think I need to update my CPU. But that's besides the fact. If you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there, that'll definitely help. But looking for the green flag into turn number 3 and 4. When is it going to fly? Green flag is out. We were 2 by 2 back in the field. That looks like it might be a penalty for somebody. Oh, who was that jumped out of line as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4? Going to be a big battle here right around that number 6 spot. They're going to get up. They're trying to wreck out of turn number 4 as Hanger's going to take that number 6 spot. Dylan McKee going to fall back all the way back in that number 12, all the way back to the back of the pack. Norwood in that number 8 spot. He is definitely an unknown territory for him as the battle for the lead is starting to heat up as Snyder and Caudill going to battle it out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, here comes Caudill down to the bottom side. Snyder going to go up high out of turn 4. Will we get a new race leader? Nope. Caudill has to get back in line. We're going to have to jump back here in a minute, but right now, contact as Nick King got into Will Hanger. Hanger with the big save is going to be back in that number 7 spot. Oh, it's going to be hard to repeat if he doesn't make it into the feature. Currently, he is 2 spots out as the battle for the lead continues to pick up. Let's go check that final transfer spot as Norwood has made it up to 6. He's all over the back of Zach as they head into 3 and 4. Caudill up underneath Snyder as they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be Snyder at the line, but Caudill in position. Slide jobs into turn number 1 and 2. Up to the wall. Here comes Snyder back with the crossover. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Snyder going to slide up the track. Caudill going to thread the needle, but they got Thaddeus Marshall 3 wide out of turn number 4. Back to single file and where they were as we got a little bit of contact back there as the battle for the transfer spot is heating up. Here comes Norwood up underneath Zach into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to maybe get a two for us. He's almost into the side of Jacob. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's 3 wide as Will Hanger sticks it in the middle. A little bit of contact there. That's going to push Zach out of it as now Will Hanger's in. Norwood is out. 2 laps to go as they come out of turn number 4 and cross the line. 2 laps to go into 1 and 2. Caudill up underneath the 24, trying to make that pass for the win here as Snyder continues to hold on as they come out of turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Snyder leading the way. Battle back there for that number 5 spot. We're going to keep an eye on that battle. Will Caudill make one last ditch effort through turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to stay the way it was. Who's going to get 5th? Wow, Norwood steals it out of turn number 4. It's going to be Snyder, Caudill, Marshall, Jacob, and Norwood going to the feature. Will Hanger is going to the Consi. Holy cow. Ooh, the racing is good tonight. Hopefully it stays that way. All right, getting ready for heat race number 3. I think we got 4 heats. Let me double check. Yes. Oh, 3 heats. 3 heats. All right. So it's going to be Timothy starting on the pole here tonight. And heat race number 3, Hunter Hensley in second. Going to be Cody Connor in that number 3 spot. Tyson Banks in 4th. Going to be Robert Clement in the number 5 spot. He was fast in practice. Donnie Watts in 6th. Brandon Gibbs going to start deep in that number 7 spot, and Scott Dobbs in 8th. I don't know. You'll have to wait to see what next season brings, next year brings. He'll release a schedule here soon, I'm sure. At least with me, and ask me what I can broadcast. All right, top 5 going to transfer, as they are going to get 1 to go at the line. Who do you think is going to take heat race number 3? Do you think Timothy in that 00 will take it on the controller? Or could Tyson Banks or maybe Brandon Gibbs sneak up to the field and steal it away from him? Let me know out in the chat what you guys think as they come out of turn at number 2, looking for the green flag this time by Pace Truck is in. I would put a line past the 5 spot. Yeah, I had one, but I changed from Streamlabs to OBS, and I haven't been able to set it up yet on OBS. But normally that is what I do. Green flag is out. If you can't count to 5, then I don't know what to tell you, though. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Timothy on the bottom side. They were 3 wide for second as I get a frame drop down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Hunter up underneath Timothy. Timothy going to hold on. I'm just picking on you. Down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Timothy leading the way. Here comes Tyson Banks up underneath Hunter out of turn 2. They make contact. Banks is going to take that number 2 spot. Out of turn number 4, coming to the line, going to be Timothy out front. Here comes Hunter back low on Banks. Can't make the pass as the battle for the transfer spot is definitely heating up. Here comes Dobbs up underneath. Dobbs going to dig up underneath into a transfer spot into turn number 3 and 4. He's looking for more. Up underneath Cody Connor. Out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Pretty quiet up at the front. Banks trying to run down Timothy as they come down the front straightaway. It's Austin from... Oh, okay. Yeah. You're good. Yeah, you're good. I was just picking anyway, but I knew you know I was. Gotta have fun. Oh, Timothy rolling the bottom of Banks up high. Battle for the lead is on. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Timothy trying to get that bottom side to work as they come out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway. New race leader. It's going to be Tyson Banks for the lead into turn number 1. I think that's the first pass that is stuck here tonight for the, well, not for the first pass for the lead, but first pass mid-race for the lead. As they come out of turn number 4, it's going to be Tyson Banks out front, Timothy in second, Hunter in third, Cody Connor and Dobbs currently in the tonight's feature. Brandon Gibbs trying to race his way up through in that number 34 as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 2, looking for turn number 3 and 4. I know an easy way to get. Well, I pay for the STK overlay. I just gotta set it up. That's my biggest issue. Oh, there's some cool stuff I could do. I got to play with that. All right, I just learned something else I could do, but I'll have to mess with that later. Tyson continues to lead. Timothy in second. Hunter Hensley in third. Cody Connor fourth as Scott Dobbs in that number 5 spot. Much calmer race this time as they come out of turn number 4. Question, if anyone here uses Xfinity Internet and could answer this for me, what internet speeds do I need to run iRacing? It really depends on what you're going to do. Oh, that's cool. I never did that. So I think I don't know what Xfinity has for their speeds, but I mean, if you got like 30 or 50 megabytes internet, you should be fine. The upload speed's important too. I have Spectrum, so I pay. Yeah, I mean that's really just a matter of preference. Good race, Tyson, by the way. So Tyson took the win there to transfer into the feature. We're going to get into tonight's Consi. Top 3 transfer. Oh my God, there are some big names in here that aren't in the feature tonight. Oof. All right, buddy. All right, Austin. I'll talk to you later. I mean, 70 is a good mark. And you could do it off of less. I have 1 gig internet, but you know, I need, my biggest problem is the upload. I don't know why they capped the upload. Mine, but I wish I could get 1 gig up, 1 gig down, because that'd be fucking phenomenal, but they won't give it to me. All right, it's going to be Hunter starting on the pole here in the LCQ. Will Hanger in second. Going to be Robert in that number 3 spot. Landon Moody in 4th. Zach's going to be in the number 5 position. Gibbs in 6th. Mitzner in 7th. Going to be Nick King in that number 8 spot. Donnie Watts in 9th. Gavin in 10th. And Dylan McKee in that number 11 position. This could get all kinds of interesting here, guys. There are some good drivers, and I think some of them might not make it here tonight. All right, going green this time by as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Hunter and Hanger on that front row. The tensions have to be high. You know, if you don't transfer here, you are going home, and that would be devastating for the 19 as they look for the green flag. Out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be side by side for the lead. Hunter down low. Hanger trying to take the lead. He's going to do it out of turn number 2. Give Hanger that lead into turn number 3 and 4. Chaos in the back currently. Moody holding on to that final transfer spot as we got one around. It's going to be the 17 of Zachary Mitzner out of turn number 4. No caution flag. No caution flag thrown. A little bit, he could have asked for it, didn't get it as they come out of turn 4. Battle for the number 3 spot as Robert is trying to look up underneath Moody. Moody trying not to choke as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Gibbs going to have a big checkup. Gets a door out of the number 15 of Zach. Is it Brazel? I don't know if I'm saying that right. As they come out of turn number 4, more contact. These guys trying to wreck for 5th place back here. That doesn't do them any good as we got a car pushing up at the top. That is going to be Dylan McKee, I believe, in that number 12 as he digs down low as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Side by side out of 4, big contact. Dylan's going to hold on to it as they head into 1 and 2. Back up to the front, it is all Will Hanger. Hunter in that number 2 spot. Landon Moody in 3rd. Moody just has to be safe. Doesn't look like Robert is closing the gap in the number 75 right now, but he can't make a mistake as they head through 1 and 2. They got 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go down the back straightaway. Let's see if these guys are trying to wreck for first person going home yet, and they are not as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, it's going to be 4 laps to go. Robert in that number 4 spot needs to find a way to catch that number 84 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Looks like he might have popped the wall a little bit. It gets real bumpy down this track. Let's go jump up on board with... We'll jump up on with Hanger. Hanger looks like he's running pretty high. Just to give you guys a feel of what a lap feels like around here as we got a yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. Let's see what happens to Gibbs. Oh, God, he's going to get hit. Oh, God, he just got junked. Well, Gibbs just gets turned around as it looks like Zach just did not lift there. Caution flag comes out here for the first time tonight. That's the first caution flag of the night. That's pretty impressive. We've run 37 laps, and that was the first caution. All right, they're going to come across the line. Let's see if this is a quick caution. They're going to have at least one more lap after this. They're going to stack it up single file. We're going to get a two-lap shootout. Two-lap shootout. Let's see. Did I miss any follows? I did miss some follows. Let me go back and take a look at those. Let's see if I could go find those follows. I am not hosting anything. Sundays, I just broadcast Dirt Series promotions. Low lore. Thank you for the follow. Am I saying that right? And Wayne, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate those follows. As we are going to go green flag this time by start will be on the leader. That's going to be Will Hanger as they head through turn number 3 and 4. When is he going to fire off? Green flag is out. Green flag's out. Top 3 transfer to the feature from the LCQ. They're going to get it single file. Battle for that number 4 spot as Nick King is trying to race his way in down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. King going to roll the bottom through turn number 3 and 4. Can he get that number 4 spot? They're side by side. Almost touched down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Nick King's got to fall back in line. Into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be all Will Hanger. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Hanger. McManus and Moody going to the feature. Wow. Nick King not making the feature. Robert not making the feature. Gavin not making the feature. Watts, McKee, Mitzner, Gibbs, and Zach Brazel not making the feature here tonight. And now we got a little bit of a warm-up here. Let's go see how these guys roll. Got a couple minutes. If you guys got questions, now is the best time to tell me, as they'll probably do about 2, 3, 4 minutes worth of warm-up here. They do a reset for the track for when they get into the warm-up, so they do go out there and burn it up a little bit. That track was just starting to get good. It's kind of a shame that we got a track reset because it was getting racy out there as Driscoll going to be out on the track. But Hunter going to put down that first quick time here in the 07. Hunter transferred through to the Consi. Could he make some noise in tonight's feature? Let me know, guys, who you rooting for here tonight out in the chat. Let me know. We got 300 likes over on TikTok. Guys, hit that like button. Yeah, I see it out there. Smash that like button. All right, so these guys got to warm up a little bit. We were 1 minute into the warm-up. We'll see when they go ahead. And those you guys are definitely picking up the pace on those likes. Appreciate it. That lets the algorithm know that they should share the stream so more people can get up in here. Wow, Hunter dropped. I'll tell you what, our Consi winner is the quick car on the track right now. It's going to be the number 19 of Will Hanger, currently at the top of the charts. So Will Hanger currently the quick time here in the warm-up, as we got a couple minutes left here, and we are going to get into tonight's feature. Norwood barely made it into the feature from his heat race. Went around. Will Hanger to transfer his way in, as Dobbs is going to do Dobbs things. And a little bit of a wreck here in the warm-up. Scott Scrap Metal Dobbs out there. Yeah, it's just a grind. These guys are good, Donnie. It's hard. I don't think I'd make the feature. So I definitely feel the pain. Guys, we are up to 850 likes. You guys are freaking amazing over there on TikTok. Just a minute ago, we were saying we were at 300. All right, right now, Will Hanger. There they go again. I see you guys out there smashing it. Will Hanger is the quick time. How about Timothy on a controller? Second quick right now on the charts. Let's see. When is he going to advance it? We are 3 minutes into the warm-up. Let's go, Moody, says Wallace. What's up, Wallace? I heard you guys had a great time at Charlotte this weekend. Yeah, that's the only way you're going to get there, Donnie, is just getting up there and mixing it up with them. You'll learn a whole lot running with those guys. All right, who else we got out there? More people pulling out back out on the track as they continue to burn in this track a little bit. Hopefully it gets good and burned in, and we get some great racing. Oh, we've got a broken tire out there. That's awesome. That is awesome. I would have loved to have gone to that. All right, so they are going to go ahead and call the end of the warm-up here at about 4 minutes in. And we are going to get ready for tonight's 50-lap main event. Who's your favorites? Let me know out in the chat. There's a lot of cars out here tonight. A lot of good cars. Looks like 18 have taken laps here in the warm-up. Where's that checkered flag? I thought the checkered flag was going to be out already, but it is not. There it is. There's that checkered flag as we're going to get ready for tonight's 50-lap main event. All right. I need somebody to get out on the track so I can grab them and pull up tonight's starting lineup. Thaddeus was out there quick, but we were going to jump on Brett Caudill. That is not what I meant to do. Sorry, guys. Hit the wrong button. My bad. All right, tonight's starting lineup, starting on the pole here tonight in the number 17, it's going to be Robert Tucker. Outside him in the number 24, it's going to be Colton Snyder with Tyson Banks starting in third. Starting in the number 4 spot, it's going to be the number 68 of Grayson Young with Brett Caudill, and then number 93 starting in 5th. Timothy in the 00 going to start in that number 6 spot. Josh Smith in 7th. Thaddeus Marshall in 8th. Going to be Hunter Hensley in the number 9 spot. Clifford Driscoll in 10th. Jacob going to start back at 11th. Cody Connor in 12th. Brad Ullman in 13th. And Justin Norwood, one of the favorites here tonight, going to be starting deep back in the field in that number 4. He's going to be starting 14th. Scott Dobbs in that number 15 spot. Will Hanger 16th. Hunter McManus 17th. And Landon Moody starting shotgun on the field here tonight. Going to be 50 laps as they pull off the starting grid here tonight. Robert and Snyder going to lead these guys to the green flag. What's up, Ward? What's up? What's up, Braden? As they head through turn number 1 and 2, let's see if they get that one to go this time by. Cole, thank you for the like. Appreciate that, guys. We are over 1K likes over there on TikTok. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's get some people up in the stream because we are about to go green flag racing here tonight. Oh, Cody Connor is not out on the track. Will Hanger was given the EOL. He's going to move back a couple spots as they set up side by side down the back straightaway. This is Lincoln, James. As they come down the back straightaway, let's see if they get that one to go this time by. So, yeah, I just heard race control talking about it. Fuel could be an issue here tonight if somebody runs the high side. It could be an issue. Last night with some testing, if you run the high side the whole time and you run it hard, there's about 44 laps of fuel in these cars. But if you run the bottom and you're easy on it, there's about 57, 60 laps. So it'll be interesting to see how those guys race their way up through the field and manage that fuel mileage tonight and the tires. And this is not an easy track to pass on, so it's going to be awfully interesting to see what happens as they head into turn number 3 and 4. We are looking for that green flag out of turn number 4. 50 laps here tonight for the Elite Pro Late Model Series. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. It's going to be Robert sliding up the track. Here comes Tyson Banks in the 747. Banks looking for that number 2 spot. He's going to slide up underneath and in front of the 24 Snyder. Side by side for the lead. Could Banks take the lead next time by? Here comes Brett Caudill just behind him. Oh, the 17 of Tucker going to have a little bobble there. That's going to put Tyson Banks to the lead through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Tyson Banks, our leader, new race leader at the line. What's it called where you can see the thing on your left? What thing? Through turn number 3 and 4 is going to be Tyson leading the way. Robert in second. Brett Caudill trying to pressure him in that number 3 spot as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Drag race for that number 2 spot. Brett Caudill down low. Robert Tucker up high through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 4 laps in the books. Brett Caudill up to that number 2 spot. So Brett on the move in that number 93 machine. He's up 3 spots to second as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Oh, the leaderboard. Yeah, the ticker. Down the back straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. At least that's what I call it. As they are now side by side for third is Robert starting to fall in that number 17. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Banks continues to lead. Sounds like there might have been a little bit of a checkup back in the pack. I'll tell you what, Norwood and Moody. Norwood's up 5 spots to 9th. Moody is up 7 spots to the number 11 position. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. We got a big battle now going for that number 4 spot. As here comes Timothy up underneath Robert into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side out of turn number 2. Robert's going to get a good run through. Pulls away from Timothy a little bit. Timothy going to gain into turn number 3. Robert trying to find a way around Snyder as Snyder seems to be holding him up just a tick as they head through 1 and 2. Looks like the 17 of Robert Tucker has found a lane that works for him. He was falling back up on the top side as we see contact further back. Battle for the number 3 spot. That's what we're watching. The 24 is Colton Snyder. The 17, Robert Tucker, as I heard someone hit the wall down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Thaddeus. Thaddeus getting up in the mix, trying to race with Timothy for the number 5 spot as they head into turn at number 1 and 2. Looks like Hensley is having issues. He's going to pull off the track as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Nice, easy ride for Tyson Banks. As Banks saving tires, that's got to be the question here tonight as he is pulling away from the field. Battle is going to be for that number 5 spot as Thaddeus is up underneath Timothy as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Battle for 5th out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Thaddeus down low, Timothy up high. Good run through 1 and 2 for Timothy, but here comes Thaddeus back down low as they head for turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Timothy trying to find a lane that he can put that 00 and still be fast with Thaddeus up underneath him. Down into 1 and 2. He's going to jump to the high side for Timothy. Thaddeus down low. Timothy's going to get the run off of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. The battles are tough out here tonight. So hard to pass. Managing fuel, managing tires here tonight. Here comes Robert back up underneath Snyder looking for the number 3 position. Looks like they might be reeling back in Banks as they got lap traffic just ahead as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Battles really for third on back as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Ricky, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they head out of turn 4, going to stay single file this time by. Let's go check out some of the favorites. Look at this. Justin Norwood has now made it up to that number 7 spot and closing in on this battle for third as they head into 3 and 4. Here comes Norwood up 7 spots. Moody in that number 10 spot. He is digging up underneath Grayson. He's going to have to fall back in line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. He's up 8 positions as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Moody down low. Good racing on the track. Everybody giving each other a lot of room right here. You got to appreciate the racing of these drivers. The racecraft and the sportsmanship so far so good as they come down the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. We're watching the battle for third on back as Snyder has it. We got a caution flag. Caution is out. Oh, caution's out with Grayson, and I know Moody was around him. Is Moody going to get an EOL here? Oh, let's see what happened. Oh, Grayson just lost it. Oh, Grayson just pulled off. I thought Moody was... Oh, he broke the right front. You can see he broke the right front there. Maybe. Nope, he was just turning it into the wall to keep it out of the other guys. Huh. I'm wondering why he pulled out, but Grayson decides that he does not want to race anymore. He's going to pull off the track. First caution flag here tonight in the feature. So far, so good. Great racing out here tonight, but we're going to get a restart. If this is your first time here for this series, they do a Delaware restart. That Delaware 2x2 restart. It is going to be the leader out front all by himself, and they will be 2x2 for second on back. Let's see where Brett is going to pick. It looks like Brett's going to pick the outside here in that number 93. Snyder's going to be down low, and they're going to stack him up 2x2 for that from that row on back. Hold on, we're trying to figure this out. All right, so they are figuring out this right now as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to get a stacked up 2x2. And we are going to get ready for some green flag racing here. Hopefully this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like pace lights are out. It's going to be Tyson Banks out front leading the way. This start will be on him. The battle is going to be for second place on back. And then possibly for first, but we got to figure out that number 2 spot first. Looking for the green flag out of turn at number 3 and 4. Green flag is out as Banks gets on the gas down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Banks into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for second as Brett Caudill up on the high side. Colton Snyder down low. Caudill going to get a good run. Here comes the 17 all over the back of the 24. Snyder going to move back down. Now he's going to try to get back to the high side. It makes it chaotic out of turn 4. Big squeeze. Somehow everybody survives into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, big checkup for Norwood as he's going to be... Oh, caution comes out. Caution flag is out. Let's take a look and see what happened to Josh Smith here. Oh, he got in the back of the 9. Oh. Got in the back of the 9. He's going to take the EOL and be back there with Brad. That's some teammate on teammate crime right there. Those two teammates. Probably no hard feelings there, but we get a quick caution here tonight. Will cautions breed cautions. We are 20 laps into this one. We got 30 laps to go. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? So it looks like Josh and Brad both going down onto pit road. Back out onto the track as they come out of the front straightaway entrance. They're all going to go to the back. As I'll tell you what, how about Tyson Banks leading this one here tonight in the 747? Could he take the victory away from these guys? And Will Hanger has a long ways to go if he wants to win this one and make it 3 in a row. So far, the 19 of Will Hanger is undefeated, but his race is not looking so good here tonight. He's got a lot of cars to pass, but there is still time. Don't count them out. Looks like we are going green flag this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Banks going to lead the way with Caudill and Snyder in that second row. Let's see if we can get this race going again. It was looking interesting before that caution. Green flag is out. Green flag's out. Snyder gets a great jump down on the bottom side. He's going to take second away from Caudill. Slides up the track. Caudill back down low out of turn number 2. Caudill going to make it side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to slide up the track. Colton Snyder going to come down. Oh, Timothy gets turned around. Big wreck out of turn number 4. Timothy up and over and on the lid in that 00. That is unfortunate for Timothy there. Let's go take a look and see what happened there. Big checkup, I'm assuming. Oh, Norwood just gets into him. Thaddeus gets into Norwood and nowhere to go, and Moody pushes him the rest of the way over. I got a feeling we got a lot of fast repairs about to be used. Just give you a different view of this one as they just kind of collect here. Oh, man, that is wild. 5 or 6 cars caught up in that one. That's going to bring out the third caution flag of the night. They do get courtesy laps, so Timothy will make his way back out. They'll give him time to get back out on the track. He's got a fast repair. He's going to use it. I don't know. His car wasn't that bad. He might actually not need the fast repair. His car is damaged a lot less than some of the other cars were. Ooh, I'm yawning. Holy cow. I worked a lot today. All right, so yellow flag number 3 here tonight in the feature. We had a great first 18 laps. Now struggling a little bit with cautions. Might take a minute to get things figured out and get these guys back racing. So hard on these restarts. This track has gotten slick. You can see how slick this track has gotten. So little room for these guys to move around, and yeah, we'll see what the entrance to turn number 3 looks like, just to give you guys an idea how much different this track is from the start of this main event. Whole lot of slick there. You can see starting in the entries of the turns as they are stacking them up 2 by 2. Norwood down onto pit road. He's going to go ahead and take that fast repair. Was not happy with how that car felt. Timothy is back out on the track in that 00. He did take the fast repair. No more dent on his hood. And we are going to get back to the green flag as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like we are going green flag this time by. Let's see. So right now, Landon Moody, our biggest mover, and I'll tell you what, I said don't count him out. He was deep in the field, but Will Hanger is now up into that top 6. Top 7. I think he's 7th. Oh, nope, they're not going green this time by. It's going to be this time by. They get that one to go. Looking for the green flag this time by. Now they are stacked up 2 by 2, but watch that number 19. Can he make it 3 in a row here tonight? That is the biggest question. Nope, just leave me alone. Thank you for the share. Appreciate that. As we look for the green flag out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag's out. Banks going to get a good start. Good start by Caudill. This time on the outside. That's going to pitch Colton Snyder down low as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Contact as here comes the catfish down low. Up underneath Snyder. Snyder tried to push him down. Snyder up the track. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway for that number 2 spot. Caudill's going to take it. Now they're 3 wide for 3rd into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes the 19 of Will Hanger. Nowhere to go right now as they're 3 wide in front of him into turn number 3 and 4. Trying to find his way up underneath as they come out of 4. They're beating and banging down the front straightaway looking for 1 and 2. Robert Tucker going to take that number 3 spot as Snyder and Driscoll try to figure out that number 4 position as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Driscoll down low, trying to get up underneath that 24. Topside is definitely dominant. Here comes Hanger. He's looking for that top 5 as Snyder gets the wall down the back straightaway. That's going to check up Hanger. Down into turn number 1 and 2, or 3 and 4. It's going to be Driscoll down on the bottom side as Hanger takes the number 5 spot. He's going to look for more as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Let's see if he can get the run out of turn 2. Not quite. Oh, he got a run down the back straightaway, but not able to do anything with it as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Was so hard to turn. Oh, yeah, it was. I did some testing with Norwood last night, and we had to change the offset. It was definitely way tight. It is getting dicey for that number 5 spot as Driscoll going to get up underneath Hanger. A little bit of contact between these two just that last lap as Driscoll tries to dig up underneath Hanger. Hanger going to bounce the wall. Big run out of turn number 2. Hanger going to hold on for now as he starts to hunt down that number 24 once again as they come out of turn number 4. Do I say your name right, Mitzner? Is it Mitzner? Am I saying that right, Zachary? Just asking. I meant to ask in the driver's meeting. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be a battle for the number 2 spot, starting to heat up as Robert has caught Brett Caudell, but we're going to stay on this one. I should have signed up for this. Yeah, it would have been fun. This would have been a good one. Cody? Metzner. I knew I was close. I just didn't know, so I got it now. Big slide out of Snyder as he takes the spot back from Hanger. Hanger going to dive back down low. He's going to slide in 3 and 4. Crossover by Snyder. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Snyder's going to keep that number 4 spot that time by as they head into 1 and 2. Slides up the track. Driscoll's there too to complicate life as they come out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Oh, Hanger's going to slide up the track. Here comes Snyder back down low. Almost a bounce off the wall for Hanger. Almost got into Driscoll's ahead into 1 and 2 as Snyder slides back up the track. Here comes Hanger back down low, down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. He's going to send it in, slides up the track. Snyder back down low, out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. Oh, Hanger going to try to pinch him a little bit. They make contact through 1 and 2. That's going to allow Hanger to stay on the outside. He's going to take the spot down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Here comes Driscoll in the 63. Driscoll going to dig the high side out of turn 4. That surprises everybody. The Catfish normally on the bottom side. He's going to take the number 5 spot above Snyder as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Nice green flag run once again as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Back up to the front. It is all Tyson Banks, Brett Caudell, and Robert Tucker. 1, 2, 3 into turn number 1 and 2. So things have calmed down a bit here, but we got Brad Allman trying to race his way up as it looks like there's a ton of damage on the nose of that number 84. Brad gonna slide up, parks it on his nose. Here comes Moody back down low. Nope, that void's gonna get filled by Norwood as Norwood tries to race his way back forward. Oh, Moody's gonna hit the wall in turn number 1 and 2. That allows Norwood to get the run on the inside into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side out of turn number 4. It is chaos back here. Down the front straightaway. Attaboy, says Zach. Through turn number 1 and 2. It is craziness back here in the back of the pack. Everybody else is single file. This is where the racing's happening as Norwood's going to take that number 10 spot. Driscoll in that number 5 position. He has lost ground as Hanger is moving his way forward. There's another caution. This could get awfully crazy. Hanger ripping that outside in that number 19 down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. You got to wonder, they're all running high. How is the gas mileage playing in these cars as they head through turn number 3 and 4? Coulter, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Bruff, thank you for the follow. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Tyson Banks continues to lead the way. This battle back here has definitely calmed down. Single file most of the way through the field. I just seen Banks hit the wall into 3 as we got a battle for second. Here comes Robert Tucker in that number 17. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. This is only going to help Will Hanger trying to get into that podium as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. We got 7 laps to go. It's going to be 6 to go. Out of turn number 4, 6 laps to go. Zachary, I see you followed me over on TikTok too. Appreciate you, buddy. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be single file right now, but I'll tell you what, Robert is giving Brett a handful. That is helping Tyson Banks as they got 5 laps to go at the line. 5 laps to go. Banks continues to lead the field. You got to wonder about gas mileage about this point. Will somebody run out? Thaddeus Marshall, I just noticed, is off the track. Joseph, thank you for the follow. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for that number 2 spot as Banks continues to lead the way. Robert Tucker trying to find that number 2 spot because Will Hanger is closing the gap. We're about to have a 3-car battle for second as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. Robert Tucker right there, not able to close the gap on Caudill. Caudill with a good run out of turn number 2. Out of turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 2 to go at the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. Caudill is these guys are going to need a caution or a big mistake out of the 747 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. Will they get that white flag? 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be all Tyson Banks out front. Caudill going to smack the wall in 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, 1 last time into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Tyson Banks in that number 747. Brett Caudill second. Robert Tucker, Will Hanger, and Clifford Driscoll rounding out your top 5. Top 5. Good run for those guys. Good run for the whole field. I mean, we had a couple cautions, but man, that was a good race. These guys going to pull down the front straightaway. We're going to go ahead and go with tonight's results here. If I go click the button, we will. Tyson wants to go get his picture over there. Those guys are going to follow him. Oh, maybe not. All right, it's going to be Tyson Banks with the win. Brett Caudill in second. Robert Tucker in third. Going to be Will Hanger in that number 4 spot. Clifford Driscoll in 5th. Going to be Colton Snyder in that number 6 position. Josh Smith in 7th. Cody Connor in 8th. Going to be Justin Norwood in 9th. Brad Allman in 10th. Scott Dobbs in 11th. Timothy going to be in that number 12 spot. Landon Moody in 13th. Hunter McManus in 14th. Thaddeus Marshall in that number 15 position. Jacob in 16th. Grayson Young 17th. And Hunter Hensley rounding out the field in that number 18 spot. Lernerville will be good. That was a good race. By the way, Nevin, are you still out there? Because I think you could still run the league. You just got to get signed up this week. They're off next week. They got Slick Track Challenge, which Slick Track Challenge next week is open to anybody that's in their Discord. It is Dirt Series Promotions. You could go find them at dirt-series.com or at Dirt Series Promotions over on Facebook. Go check them out, guys. Let's go ahead and pull in our top 3. Well, we got one of the top 3. Oh no, they're down there. They're in the drivers meeting. Are you guys having your own personal drivers meeting or what? Robert, you got a copy?
There we go. Yep.
Oh, where's Robert? Robert's muted. Robert. Blink twice if you can hear me. There you are. All right, hold on. Let me turn your voices up a little bit. All right, man, what a good race. The racing here was phenomenal tonight. Definitely good group. This track definitely does not fail us when you get a good group. But Robert, you struggled a little bit at the beginning. I'm sure some of that was thinking about tires and gas mileage, but once you found that line, you had a good car here tonight. Gave a good battle for Brett, but 3rd place is where it's at here tonight, but you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, it's good, I guess. I mean, it's a good series to run. I just fell back a little bit at the beginning, got out of the line and got past, and it is what it is. But yeah.
At the end there, definitely slickened out a little bit. Looked like it was a little hard to pass, but you and Brett giving each other a bunch of room. I mean, it's got to be good. Battling people like Brett, it's got to feel good. I know both you guys are good drivers. It's got to feel good knowing that if you're going to get beat by somebody of that caliber.
Yeah, definitely. I've raced with Brett before. He's fairly clean, and I try to be clean as possible. If I get into somebody or whatever, it's accidental. It's not on purpose. And it's just, man, once it went to the top, you can't get out of it, or you're gonna get past.
Yeah,
I try to go to the bottom a couple of times, or even roll the middle, and you lose ground on the exit because you can't put the hammer down.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it got top dominant. I got worried about fuel at the end there. I was like, man, we know they're close. But good run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, Josh for the series, you for the broadcast. I know this is fixed setup, but got to give a shout out to Jordan Casey over at Free Speed for all he does. Uh, and that's about it.
Well, good run here tonight, and nice podium.
Yeah, and Ethan Johnson, not just Jordan, but Ethan Johnson as well. I appreciate those guys.
Definitely a good group. Brett,
Yes, sir.
man, you looked at the back of Tyson for a long time tonight.
Yeah, and I'd reel him in just a little bit. I don't know if he was saving tires or not, but I mean, he was fast, but I'd kind of catch up a little bit, it looked like, and then I'd fuck up and screw myself and then end up having to kind of race Robert there, which it was all fun. I think we all had more fun up front than anybody in the pack because it sounded a little cutthroat back there.
It wasn't horrible racing. It's hard to pass here. And that's what I was going to say. You were talking about every once in a while you make a mistake. This is probably one of the hardest tracks to be consistent at on iRacing dirt. It changes so much and so fast. How big of a factor did that play tonight? I mean, at 1 minute it'll be the middle, 1 minute it'll be the bottom, next minute it'll be the top. You got to stay out the wall, the bumps. I mean, how big of a factor did that play tonight?
Well, it plays a big factor. That's why at the beginning of that race, I was just throwing sliders and just trying to get somewhere up front because once the track kind of decided to do what it wanted to do, you're kind of stuck. So I needed to get as far forward as quick as possible and just be careful.
Well, phenomenal run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, thanks to my wife, my parents. I know they're watching. 3D Racing, House of Speed, Justin Norwood Sim Sports, West Side Signs, MDI TV, and Dirt Series for putting the series on.
Well, great run. And Tyson Banks, I mean, I'll tell you what, the racing gods were on your side tonight. I know you had to be praying for no cautions at the end there.
Yeah, definitely didn't want any cautions. It was fast ever since pretty much qualifying. I like Lincoln here. It's kind of been good to me and bad to me, but seems like once you get out front, if you can hit your marks, that's a big advantage here.
I was watching, and about the time they got racing for a second, I said, Tyson's got to be loving this. He could just ride, not make any mistakes. And I'll tell you what, even being the leader's hard. I think a couple times I watched you catch the wall going into turn 3. How difficult is it even being the leader to be consistent here?
Oh, it's definitely difficult, especially when it gets all rutted up and stuff, and it's real rough. Sometimes you just got to put it on the floor and mat it down the straightaways just to keep the car straight. But I like it because it's got a lot of character to it. I like smaller tracks, and I'm kind of the newcomer here, so I'm hoping for a good season. Hopefully, it was a good points night for us.
Yeah, definitely a good points night, and I mean you were fast from the time we got on the track here tonight. And I'll tell you what, we all know how these bumps are down Lincoln. It's like trying to ride a bull for 8 seconds.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, like Carry Speedworks. I know this is a fixed series, but they helped me out with little tips and tricks and whatnot and all that jazz. Sub-Zero, Robbie, and Brent and everybody over there in White Knuckle for helping me out, and you guys for throwing this up. I really appreciate you guys letting me run, and you guys do a good job on the broadcast, and Josh does a good job making sure everybody knows when the race is. So it's cool to have someone that into it, and I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you. Great run here tonight, and we'll see you in 2 weeks anyway, unless you show up for
Yes,
Slick
sir.
Challenge. All right.
I'll
Have a
be
good
there.
one. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys. Great run for these guys here tonight. This is the only one I'm doing here tonight, Rios. I'm sorry. And Bradley, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. That's going to be it for tonight. But tomorrow night, you don't want to miss the action. We're going to be back with the big block modifieds at 7 p.m. and the super late models at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys set those notifications. That's going to be it for tonight. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.